All right, so we almost didn't make it out here this morning. Hit the paved road leaving my house, and I saw sparks flying in behind the back of the truck. I thought it was just a chain dangling or something, so I pulled over to check it out. And I guess, I don't know, we were messing around with this hitch the other day, Joe and I think we forgot to put part of the pin back in. So when I hit a hill, the whole receiver, or the whole, whatever you call this, hitch, came out of the receiver, and I was just dragging the trailer for I'm not sure how long by this chain here, but long enough that it filed down this ball pretty good. So I think I'm gonna have to get a new 1 7/8 ball. But anyways, got the worms, and yeah, just like that, we're fishing now. Smack dab in the middle of nowhere. Algoma country in the fall. You can't beat it. Probably no better feeling than an early morning ride in the bush out here. Well, catching a 5-pound speck might be a little bit of a better feeling, but allergied up. I got this dorky hat on today because I'm gonna try to get some head cam footage, a little bit of POV. Since I'm fishing by myself in a tiny boat, I can probably get that camera to record all my audio, and if not, my head cam will definitely be crystal clear audio. And then we might get a different angle in this episode, which would be nice. Something a little different. How you guys like my super cool hat? Not bad, eh? Pretty stylish. Fits right over my ears, won't get sunburned. Just the only hat I had with a nice flat brim to mount the camera on, so see how long it takes till we find something. If we find something. I'm confident though. I'm quite confident. I think I'm gonna have my energy drink right now, because screw it. Oh, ooh. We don't have a lot of clearance in this back corner here, Clarence. No clearance. Well, like, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, 3 inches. It's enough. It's enough. I'll just move my butt a little bit. Move this over a little bit. Counterweight. Again, this is another pond I've only ever fished in the winter. Very excited to be out here today. It's basically like a sister lake to the one Joe and I were on the other day. This one's a little bit smaller, but it gets planted as well. So again, this is going to be one of those, unless they're the size of a minnow, pretty much keeping everything till I get to my 5. If I can be so lucky. We got one. Switched to the plain Jane worm, and that was the way to do it, I guess. Let's see if that's the ticket. A little bit of homemade zucchini bread from my wonderful wife. Hopefully it's lucky zucchini bread. It's delicious. Oh, is it lucky? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's a fish. It's lucky zucchini bread. Would you look at that? Come on in. Well, same size as the last one. But that's okay. Hey, come on now. Lucky zucchini bread. Thanks, Alana. Beautiful. Nice, number 3. Come on in the boat, baby. Come on, come on. Yeah. This one's a little bigger. Not by much, but it is. I saw a minnow jump out of the water over there along the shore, and I casted towards it on the off chance that, oh, he almost broke me off. I'd like that hook back, please. The off chance that it was jumping because a little brookie was chasing it, and maybe that's what was happening. Because there was certainly a brookie there. It was a nice fish. That was close. He almost got away. Probably would have found him floating later though. He swallowed the hook pretty good. Alright, we got a few on there. 2 more. I gotta pee so bad and I'm tying this knot. Oh, this is probably the hardest thing to do though. Tie knots and bait hooks. While you're trying not to piss yourself. So far all 3 fish have been on drop-offs. Oh, there's something nibbling. Fish on. Ooh, getting bigger down at this end. I'm gonna have to retie that again. What are you eating, bud? The tiniest little minnows you ever did see. Spikers. Or whatever they're called. Those little spiky minnows. Alright, they're making me work for them. But I'm getting them. Alright, so here's what seems to be the... Oh boy, what happened there? We're just gonna retie this whole thing. Anyways, we got the split shot, which is all tangled up now. This little gold hook. And a worm, half a worm. That's about it. I'm using 8-pound, like a fluorocarbon tied to, I think, like 20-pound tests. But it's just because I only have so many different reels that I'm just using a light leader. I mean, I'd run the whole thing on this 8-pound fluoro if I had more fishing reels to use. But I ain't made of money. I don't know if you can tell by looking at my sweet boat. It's actually not even mine. Yeah, so that 8-pound test I had on gets pretty chewed. Like those last two were a tad bigger. They're not even a pound probably, but they were swallowing it. And I had like an inch of that lead above the hook was completely down their throat. So the one broke off on its own as I was taking the fish off, and then the second one it didn't. But definitely tip of the day, retie that every time, especially if you're using like a lighter line. Like if you're using a 20-pound, 30-pound abrasion resistant fluoro, you probably don't need to retie if you catch a 1-pound speck. But if you're using like a 6, 8, some guys like to fish with 4-pound test, and you have that happen, definitely retie. Unless you like losing fish at the boat because you were lazy. That guy probably thinks I'm nuts, and he wouldn't be wrong. There's number 5 right there. Feisty, but it's not any heavier, I don't think. Let's just do this. Just because. Well, there's number 5, another decent one. Well, that's our limit. Time to go home. $11.35, not bad. Not bad at all. This is the end, my friend. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, amore. And that just about wraps it up, folks.